Welcome again. It's another Mag Thursday podcast. Much respect to all my peoples right here. We're gonna get into some things here. As you could see, some type of chaos. They tell you standoff, a gunfire and standoff in Philippine Senate. We're gonna get into that and see what they're talking about with this right here, because there's a lot going on in the world today. It's hard for the people to even keep up. We're gonna get into this and I'm gonna show you some things. The world is just a stage. Pay attention here. Listen.
Alarming images, the gunfire breaking out in the Philippine Senate. The armed standoff, a lawmaker wanted by authorities, opening fire, urging supporters to block his arrest.
Okay, hold on here, people. So they're talking about somebody was wanted, and I guess he went to the Senate and opened fire? What is this right here, people? Is this real? By the way, this happened in the Philippines, not in America, but pay attention. Listen, again.
Seeing the alarming images, the gunfire breaking out in the Philippine Senate. The armed standoff, a lawmaker wanted by authorities, opening fire,
so it's a lawmaker that wanted by authority is the one who opened fire. Pay attention to this. Listen.
Reporters to block his arrest. Here's ABC's Brent Clinic tonight.
All right. Look, people, look at the video. The video kind of look a little bit foggy-ish, people. Look at it. The video is foggy. In the supposed Philippine Senate, they're showing you this action going on, and they can't show you a clear video. Look at it.
Booming in chaos in the Philippine Senate.
What is this, people? Tell me what you recognize. It's important for you to tell me what you recognize. Do you recognize what they're saying? Do you identify what they're saying right here? Because I can't see nothing what they're saying as far as what they're showing on the screen, people. It's bullshit. Take a look.
Shots ringing out at around 7:30 p.m.
7:30 is the code in 7337's Hawks code right there. But pay attention to what you're looking at on screen. Can you tell that the chaos is going on right there with the shooting? Pay attention.
Journalists who are broadcasting live pushed back by security.
What is this, people? We don't see nobody pushed back by security. You just said it. We just don't see it. Where is the action? What is it trying to show us right here? And if it shows nothing, why shows it? Why are you showing it to us if it actually proves nothing that you're saying? Pay attention.
Then running for their lives. Senators hiding.
We do not know. Senators hiding. Where? Where is they hiding? What is you talking about? We don't see nothing that you mentioned on the screen yet. You see what I'm saying here, people? It's just a trick for the dumb masses. They pull this off in the Philippines. Look.
It's behind this, but we will find them.
We will find them. Look, people, everybody holding camera. It's not an emergency situation with everybody hold camera. It shows that they're not in some kind of sense of urgency to get off the scene. It didn't show a chaos, people, with everybody holding a phone or a professional camera. That's not real, people. It's a show. It's a 100% show. They're showing to the people around the world and tell you this happened in the Philippines. It's a hoax, a 100% hoax. Right
personnel
there.
Trying to enter the building where Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa had taken refuge since Monday.
Refuge since Monday. Where he at? Is that him right there? Is that him, the one that you said take refuge? Is the same person who's shooting? Trust me, people, I'm there the whole time yesterday trying to figure this shit out. No lie, I'm trying to figure it out. The videos that they're showing, they have all these videos flooding the internet, and none of them make sense. None of them show nothing what they're talking about. Wow, unbelievable. Watch.
The International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant on charges of crimes against humanity. As the former National Police Chief, De La Rosa was the main enforcer of a years-long brutal crackdown.
There you go, people. I guess that's him. As you can see on the mic, 99 and the 0. That's 996 right there. The O represents 6. Do you understand that? And flip those 2 9s, you get the 666s. As you can see, this character with all the stars on his shoulder, people. You best understand it's a satanic puppet. 100%
drug dealers and users by former President Rodrigo Duterte. He's been in hiding for months.
Look what they show you for the footage. He's been hiding for months. Take a look.
But was spotted on Monday. Agents chasing him through the halls and stairwells of the Senate. He managed to escape into the Senate chamber where arresting officers have no authority.
Wow, where arresting officers have no authority. What a joke, people. I guess that's why they tell you this happened in the Philippines. It's so strange. What a bullshit for the masses. Move. Now, take a look at this exchange right here with the Donald Trump. Suppose he be getting an interview while he going on the Air Force One. And I always tell you, that's nothing but green screen fake for the dumb people. The people believe in the Donald Trump and the world stage. Now pay attention to this right here. What did I tell you, people? I told you every time I talk about the war, the fake war that they have on the masses, the rumors of war to put pressures on the peoples around the world. How much time I tell you it's fake? Now listen to what Donald Trump saying right here. And what did I tell you? I told you Donald Trump and them does not care about the repercussion about the war, the fake war. The repercussion is the whole reason why they put it on. It's not real. But what I was telling you that they don't care about the American people, the Donald Trump of the world. He don't care about the American people, period. That's why you're suffering in the fake war, even though he's the instigator. They tell you that he captured, Venezuelan and oil. He take out the president and now he own the oil. But gas price keep going up in America with no end in sight. So he trying to tell you that during this war and these negotiation in the war, he not thinking about America, period. He not thinking about America and the financial, debt that he bring in America to with this war. He does not care. Like I told you before, and look, people, the Donald Trump gonna confess right here. He gonna tell you the truth that they actually don't care about the Americans when they're doing these bullshit on you. It's for your destruction. It's for you to feel the pinch. Take a listen.
Mr. President, to what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon.
You hear that, people? The only thing I got in mind or what I talk about when it comes to Iran is they can't have nuclear weapons. If it means that the Americans gonna suffer, the Iranis can't have nuclear weapon. If it means that American gonna be out of gas, it still don't matter. This country can't have no nuclear weapon. What kind of bullshit is that, people? You never see a country in real life, you don't know no nuclear weapon, people. It's just a blunder, a hoax they give you to run with. You understand me or not? There is no nuclear weapon. Only weapons used against us. Do you understand? With them manipulating the weather and all, that's the only weapons they have. They're not fighting against each other. There's no two countries that's fighting. With the world government hold everything in place. You have to understand they can't fight. It's a hoax. They can pretend like they're fighting to put more pressure on the regular people. You will never see the Donald Trump and those characters in shambles when it comes to a war. Just the regular people. So pay attention to what Donald Trump gonna confess and tell you, that they don't care about the Americans when they're running these rockets. Listen.
Think about American financial situation.
Never.
I don't think about anybody. I
Yeah,
think about
you don't think about the American financial situation. You don't think about anybody when he's in negotiation with Iran. It does not matter if the Americans suffer. He does not think about you, period. Listen.
We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all.
That's all. We don't care if you're dead in the meantime as American. We just can't let Iran have any nuclear weapon. What is the nuclear weapon? Wow. Unbelievable that they're fooling the masses like this. When you ever see a nuclear weapon in action and know that's it, you never did. I see it in action. It's the manipulation of the weather. Those hurricanes, those what they call tornadoes, those hail. You think it's a fucking normal thing that happening? You feel like it's naturality right there. Give you ice falling from the sky in spring. Do you believe it or what, people? You need to wake up. This is all government operation on your right here. And like I say, with this fake war, it's only to put pressure on you. That's it.
That's the only thing that
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that matters, period. That this country don't end up with nuclear weapon. By the way, he tell you they already have it. He said they already have it. He tell you the first time when Trump supposedly attack Iran, he tell you that's what he blow up their nuclear plant so they can't have nuclear weapons. And you still going on and on again about the nuclear weapon after you told the Americans you destroy the whole thing? They can't have no nuclear power because you claim to destroy it. But no, the war is about stopping Iran from having nuclear weapons, even though he already blew them up. What's going on, people? You see what you get from the fake war? And believe it or not, some people still gonna argue with me and say it's real. Move.
Before President Trump left for China yesterday, he was asked about the war's economic impact.
Listen.
On camera, the president said that he doesn't think about Americans' financial situations during negotiations. We're going to play that full
He's not lying, as you could see the 666 right there on the hand sign. He's not lying. He's not thinking about America's well-being when they're doing all this destruction to you. They're actually thinking about, putting pressure on you. They have to make sure you feel the heat. Right here.
To give you context in just a moment. But first, here's Vice President J.D. Vance this afternoon claiming the president never said what we all heard.
Okay, all right.
When approaching the war with Iran, do you agree with the president's position that Americans' financial situations should not be a consideration in that decision-making process?
Well, I don't think the president said that. I think that's a misrepresentation of what the president...
You don't think the president said that? We have the soundbite, buddy. What do you mean you don't think? Don't think, man. Did you hear him say it or you didn't? Just say you didn't hear him say it. Don't use no word as think. It make you look stupid, bruh. Wow, listen.
It said, but of course the president and I and the entire team, we care about the American people's financial situations.
Yeah, guess what he say? Yeah, of course we think about the American financial situation. We talk about it all the time. Me and Donald Trump. What a bullshit for the dumb masses. Listen.
I don't think about
there you go.
Americans' financial situation.
There you go, people. And they're pretending like the plane is making that sound. It's fakery, people. It's 100% fakery. You can't take nothing as real from TV. It's all fakery. Like I say, they don't care about the American people. And that's what you need to understand right here.
Good.
Baphomet sign, go ahead. Look at this right
Thank
here.
you, Mr. Vice President. My question is, what's your message to Americans as the Iran war continues to impact the economy, especially after yesterday's inflation report?
They have an inflation report come out. And yes, the Irani war is affecting the economy. They mention inflation and all of these things. It's by design, people. Remember, it's no war going on. It's just to squeeze the masses. If you don't believe me, it's fine. But that's the reality right here. It's no war. Take a listen.
Well, I guess my message to Americans is we know that we have a lot of work to do in order to deliver on the prosperity that the American people deserve.
Prosperity that the American people deserve. You're going to deliver on the prosperity that American people deserve. This is bullshit, people. You can't trust in these people. You mentioned something like prosperity, and these people gonna bring you that? Don't be that dumb in this earth. Listen.
The president is hyper aware of this. I'm hyper aware of this. Yes. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, that people, we talk about it all the time. So what the fuck is that mean? You talk about it all the time. We need to see action, bruh. You're talking about it every time. What that mean? Listen.
We know that the American people inherited a very bad inflation crisis. Yes, the inflation number last month was not great.
We inherited. We inherit the financial problem, the inflation problem we inherit. Take a listen to these people and you'll go understand what is politics. Listen.
But take it back to the May of 2023 in the Biden administration.
Okay, take it back to the Biden administration. That's all the Trump people can do, the Trump cabinet. That's all they got. Let's take it back to the Biden administration and we find the problem. Remember, that would be the reason why you're there. Because the Biden fucking up. The Biden can't get nothing done, so they vote you in. That's the fucking shit you tell the Americans happen. The Biden couldn't handle it. The Biden is fucking up. He's shaky. So now you take it over. So why when you in too deep now, you're two year deep now in, you're still blaming the Biden administration? You got to look at it, people. How would you come almost 2 years deep in now to blame the administration that passed, the one that you take over for? You're still pointing the blame on them. Why your footprint ain't shows yet? Why is it still Biden footprint in the sand and not yours? And you've been there over 2 years or nearly 2 years now going towards. What's going on here, people? What's going on? Everything you inherit from the Biden party, but you can't fix it yet. Remember, that's why you're in power, to fix all the fuck up that Biden did. Isn't it? That's what it is. And why you were so eager to go in power if you can't undo what they did wrong. I call that out with a bam.
Even further, we're not seeing anything like what we saw under the Biden administration.
Wow.
And that's
the only thing gonna make y'all look good. Just go back to the Biden administration problem and then you will look good. It makes no sense, bruh. It don't prove that you're doing anything good because you can go back to the Biden administration and blame them. It shows that you does nothing since you come in. Move.
A recently signed
now,
law.
Listen to this, people, and you're going to understand that the mag never miss. Everything I mention shows up for real. Everything I put out there as an agenda that they have running on the people, it proved to be truth. Take a look at this right here. Like I tell you, yes, they're going to separate everybody. It does not matter what country you belong to. They're going to brand you as that countryman, not American. You best understand. You could be living in America. You could be born in America. It does not matter sometimes. It's the connections. Do you understand? That's why they mention the birthright. You remember the citizen birthright where Donald Trump signed? Where you can born in America and you're still not a citizen? Pay attention. Listen.
Could affect Cuban Americans in South Florida who are contemplating investing on the island.
Yes, they're going to invest on what island? The Cuban in America going to invest in Cuba? Why the fuck did you run away left it if you plan to invest in it? This is bullshit for the dumb public. But pay attention to how they're going to trick the Cubans right here to get them out of America. You think you have solid ground in America as a Cuban? You're in a world of hurt. Like I mentioned, they're going to bring everybody or put back everybody to their country of origin. Remember the BAM tell you, watch.
Law does not recognize their American citizenship.
All right.
And here's what that means. It means they can only travel to and from the island nation with a Cuban passport.
BAM. Nobody wouldn't understand that. You will sit there and listen, even if you're from Cuba, and you still wouldn't get what they just did right there. So listen, now that Trump claimed that, hey, you know, we're trying to fix up everything between us and Cuba, America and Cuba. So now the Cubans that already migrate from Cuba in America, in order for you to fly to Cuba and be a part of Cuba since it's your roots, you're gonna have to have a Cuban passport. Now you have a Cuban passport. You're not an American. You don't get it or not. Remember, Donald Trump already tell you what he gonna do to dual citizenship. You have to choose one. And most of all, there ain't nobody in America that come from Cuba that got a double citizenship or dual citizenship, Cuba and America, because of the tension that they tell you was there. So listen to me, people. They have people that migrate from Cuba and they promise them, you know, sanctuary here, because they say it's a third world country and communist and all of that. So yes, it's up to the Americans to save these people and give them place to rest, place to live. It was a trick, people. It was temporary. So now all those Cubans come in. Some of them have a little bit of paperwork for say, but not passport, not citizenship. You just give them paperwork for them to live. Okay, so now if you want the freedom to travel back and forth to Cuba, you have to have a Cuban passport. American passport won't get you there. You have to switch the American passport out for a Cuban book. You believe that, people? I don't know if the people are going to be that dumb. But once you do that, you just take away your rights to be in America. So this is how they're going to trick all these Cubans that they have in Florida to go back to Cuba. This is how they're going to trick them, talking about you're going to invest in Cuba. So you need a Cuban passport. The only way you can fly out of America to Cuba, you have to have the Cuban passport. And if you're using the Cuban passport, you're not no American.
CBC's Mommy's Yvonne Taylor is your reporter in Westchester with more on this story. Yvonne.
And the question is, how many people are really willing to do that? Jim and Lauren, it is known as the new Cuba Immigration and Citizenship Legislation. It was actually passed in 2024, but it was actually published this month. Now,
it's a trick, people. They're working games, and those people, the Cubans, it's a game they're running on you right there. Listen.
Could really affect directly Cuban Americans who want to travel and invest on the island.
Of course, invest.
It's all over social media. Houses and apartments for sale in Cuba, mostly water view. It became more evident after President Donald Trump started talking about the island nation.
Listen.
We'll be doing something with Cuba very soon.
We'll be doing something with Cuba very soon. As you could see, this wrinkle up bastard doing the world government work. Look at his eyes, people. Look at his face. A damn fake on the world stage here to ruffle feathers at the masses. Listen.
Music to Rainier Gutierrez's ear. He was born in Cuba, became a U.S. citizen, and a business owner in Coconut Grove. Now he's interested in investing in his homeland.
Why are you interested now to invest in your homeland after you run away and seek sanction in America the whole time? I'm just saying, man. Why you want to own a piece of Cuba now? You dumb? Take a listen to this. With what's going on in Cuba, you really believe you can own something there? Take a listen.
Now he can only travel to the island nation with this document, a Cuban passport.
What a trick, people. What a wicked trick they just pull off on the Cubans. Wow. In order for you to travel back to Cuba, remember, you already abandoned the country. Most of the people who left Cuba abandoned that country. Meaning that, hey, it's so bad, I don't even want to go back to visit. That's how it was, people. Some people get on boats and just get out. They just find a way out because they claim Cuba is not a good place to live. So Cubans is all over the Caribbean, especially in Jamaica. They have a whole lot of Cubans that actually left Cuba and never looked back. So now these ones that in America and claim that they're prosperous now, they want to own property there. This don't make no sense, people. So now they're sending you back to go get the Cuban passport in order for you to travel and own things in Cuba. It's a trick between the Americans and the Cuban government. It's a trickery to get the peoples back in Cuba right there.
Convinced these are desperate measures because each Cuban passport is over $200, said Gutierrez.
Don't worry about the $200. They're going to turn you back into a Cuban. You don't get it or what, people. It's not about the passport price. It costs $200. So that's the only problem you find with it? How come nobody see what this setting up right here, people? He's setting up all the Cubans to have a Cuban passport. And if you do, you're not an American. Listen.
He said Secretary of State Marco Rubio and President Trump are giving him hopes for change, and he wants to buy a house or properties in Cuba.
All of a sudden now you want to buy a house and property in Cuba, the same country that you abandoned. Run away fast. You want to get away so bad, it don't matter where you end up. You get out of there because it's so bad, and now you want to go back to own a piece of it? Listen.
Would I want to be in Cuba with a Cuban passport?
No. Andy Gomez is a former are giving him hopes for change, and he wants to buy a house or properties in Cuba.
Listen. Why would I want to be in Cuba with a Cuban passport?
And
this guy is 100% on the money. Why would you want to be in Cuba with a Cuban passport? What that mean? That mean that's where you're at now? You go there to buy a piece of land? You buy a house there? Yes, because that's where you're gonna be. That's where you're gonna live now with that Cuban passport. You can't come back to America with it. I'm just letting you know, people. Once you fall for that trick, yes, give up the American citizenship for say to have a Cuban passport. You'll never come back to America. Just making you understand that this is what they got planned to get rid of the Cubans out of America. Big old bam.
Donald
Trump is now in China for a multi-day visit and a high-stakes meeting with leader Xi Jinping. The two
How did he get to China meeting up with Xi Jinping, people? His enemy. And I'm going to mention this again. How will Donald Trump feel safe to go to an enemy country like China and they're trying to kill him in his own country? How much assassination attempt they show you, which we all know and the bitter truth. That's all hoaxes they run on the damn peoples. But I'm asking you this question for real. If Donald Trump is not safe in America going about his business in America, so much assassination attempt, and now he gone to China? China, where one of the biggest enemy of America is China. That's what they tell you. China and Russia is a thorn in American side. They might be going to war or supposedly at war with Iran, but China is the real enemy supposedly. How did Donald Trump feel safe to go over there? Now, who is going to protect him while he's in China? The Chinese government, the same one that supposedly want him dead? I'm just asking people because this is a world stage and this just exposes it, people. These people act like they have the biggest beef in the world. He want to... Trump claim he want to hit China with 60% tariff. All of these tariff and all of this war, now you're gone in China. What if they really want to kill you? The last time you tell us that these assassination attempt was done by Iran. They ordered by Iran. And what you have China supposedly that you claim is trying to get rid of the American president, who trying to get away Americans, take away American freedoms and all of these things, and you're gone over there visiting. This don't make sense, people. It shows the world is just a stage.
As tech, trade, and Taiwan, but as Fox's Rebecca Castor reports, the war in Iran also hangs over the trip.
Listen, the war in Iran, and look, people, look.
A grand
look,
arrival
people,
for
carpet,
President Trump in Beijing.
Grand arrival. Look, people. Look at how they're celebrating the Donald Trump right there in China, one of the biggest enemy of America, and they're celebrating the president there. Unbelievable, people. To show you I never miss. I'll just show you this clip so you understand the war is a stage, people. There is no world government at war. Tomorrow they can tell you the leader of Iran is coming to meet up with President Trump in America. They can tell you that tomorrow and you still wouldn't understand what they're doing here. Listen.
With 300 Chinese teenagers chanting,
300.
welcome, welcome.
300 is the coding. Pay attention.
The beginning of a lot of fanfare to come for this long-awaited reunion between Trump and Xi Jinping.
Oh, it's a reunion. It's a reunion. A reunion with two enemies? Okay.
There is opportunity this year for 4 meetings. Let's not look for everything to be resolved in this visit. That's unrealistic. But it lays the groundwork for a pretty...
They're two fakers on the world stage. 2 actors. They all fake people. Look at them. Wow, unbelievable that they get away with this fakery on the world stage, people.
Interesting year in the relationship.
While there are several thorny issues to discuss, Trump is prioritizing economic talks in China and brought more than a dozen prominent U.S. CEOs with him.
And look, people, he bring all these prominent CEOs with him from America. They're also under the gun to get assassinated if it was real life. I'm just letting you know, people, because later on, they're going to tell you, yes, that Xi Jinping want Trump dead. No lie. That's what they're going to tell you. Some of those assassination attempts was actually done by China, put together by China. They tell you infrastructure get hacked in America and they point the finger on China. They show you, people in the Senate. People is in politics, deep in politics that was actually working for China. They show you police station get launched up by China in America to watch Americans. They show you lab distributing COVID-19 virus in LA, all planned by China. All of these things they tell us, and then they show you this big old supposedly reunion between the two presidents, and you still believe that they had some kind of tension right now. What a bullshit on the world stage. Go on.
Officials are investigating a possible Hantavirus case in Illinois. The state's public health department says it's not linked to last month's cruise ship outbreak.
Hold on, people, so far, hold on. Yes, so you see that IL93? Okay, so hold on here, people. Look at what's going on here. And you're going to see that I never miss. I just don't come here and run my mouth. So you see, even though these people was trying to reassure you that this not going to be a breakout, this supposed to be Hantavirus, in the pattern that they give you, in the state that how they give it to you, I know 100% that they're going to make it a breakout, people. I'm not dumb. You can't show me a boat with 150 people and it ties to 23 countries. That shows me that it is an agenda. That shows me that you want to tell the people about a breakout. Not necessarily real, but is the setup. Do you understand? So pay attention here, people. Now, they're telling you that person that they said have the virus now wasn't connected to that cruise ship. Now, what you going to tell us now? They tell you not to panic? Oh, it's not another COVID? Pay attention. Listen.
One American passenger from that cruise has tested positive with no symptoms. Officials are investigating a possible Hantavirus case in Illinois. The state's public health department says it's not linked to last month's cruise ship outbreak.
Okay.
So far, only one American passenger from that cruise has tested positive with no symptoms. Another cruise ship passenger with mild symptoms has tested negative, and the other 16 U.S. passengers.
Oh, you got mild symptoms, but you're testing negative. The one that tests positive have 0 symptoms. Wow, people, so you see the setup or not? I'm asking you, do you see the setup of a breakout? With these asymptomatic, you got the virus, you don't have the virus, but you're showing symptoms? Wait till they release this shit, people, and tell you, yes, it's gone big. Yes, it's the next pandemic. Listen.
Also showing no symptoms. Let's bring in ABC's Ika Jachi and ABC medical contributor Dr. Alok Patel for more on this. So I walk us through this possible case in Illinois and why they're saying there's no connection to the cruise ship.
Yeah, Diane, the key thing here about this Illinois case is what you just said. It is not connected to this cruise ship at all. Illinois.
Why it is the key? Because it's taking you to another level. With this Hantavirus, it's taking you to another section, people, another segment. It does not tie to the cruise ship. And they have a Hantavirus in Illinois. Illinois patient test positive for it. It does not tie to the boat. So what that mean now, people? Of all the time we have rodents and living with rodent shit, all of a sudden now, we're going to have a Hantavirus breakout and you tell us that's where the Hantavirus come from, rat shit? I already told you this hell you live in, people, and look what you buy for truth. Take a listen.
Health officials say they're investigating a possible Hantavirus case in a Winnebago County resident who never traveled internationally and has not had any contact with anyone tied to that cruise ship. Now, officials believe this person may have been exposed while cleaning a home where rodent droppings were present.
You hear that, people? The person may contract it by cleaning a home where rat droppings at, and that's it. So therefore, people, anywhere rat shit at, the supposed Hantavirus lurks. That's what they're telling you right here. Now, believe it or not, people, they have so many homes, apartment buildings, and these things that's infested with rats right now in America. You can pass 3 apartment buildings down the street and 2 of them infested with rats. No lie. So, is it because of that why they feel good or feel safe to tell you the Hantavirus come from rat shit? Come on, people. Is it because they know that majority of American cities is filled with rats? Okay. They show you a big old rat infestation in New Orleans. They show you all the time in New York City. So listen to me, people. All of these places, they're going to tell you break out with the Hantavirus because they have a lot of rats. Listen.
They had mild symptoms, did not need to be hospitalized. They're recovering. The CDC, they're now doing confirmation testing, and that can actually take up to 10 days.
Confirmation.
And most importantly here, this is believed to be the North American strain, not the Andes strain.
Yes, so it's a North American strain, not the Andy string. So that's why I guess they tell you not to worry, because the North American string is straight from the rat shit to the human and not from a human to a human. Only if you have the Andy string, you can spread it to another human. I'm telling you, people, watch them set this shit up. After they school you, they have to school you first, people. You can't be scared of something that you know nothing about. You can't be scared of something unless you claim you fully understand it. So these people is training you to be scared of a Hantavirus. That's what they did with the COVID. They sit there and preach and beat it in your head with all these fake, what they would have called, professionals and experts, and they bring them on to convince you of these things. And this is how you end up in a pandemic situation.
On that cruise ship, North American Hantavirus strains, they're not really known to spread person to person, and Illinois health officials say that the risk to residents there still remains low.
Dr. Patel, how common are Hantavirus cases in the U.S. in general?
They're pretty rare. Since surveillance started in around 1993, there's been something about 900 cases we've at least documented.
From 1993, they have 900 cases. That's it. Listen.
So you're thinking about 30 per year.
About 30
and as
per
I
year,
mentioned, these are usually from very close contact with rodent droppings.
How do you know this? How do you know this? So every time somebody come down with that virus, you question them and they say, yes, I was fucking with some rat shit. How did you come up with this conclusion, man? How do you point the finger on the rat shit right away? How do you do that? Every time somebody have the Hantavirus, you have an investigation and you find rat shit. It makes no sense. People don't believe it. Listen.
Cleaning out homes, they don't realize that they're in the facility of that. They can develop symptoms later. But again, very rare, usually in the Southwest, spread by deer mice.
Deer
and again,
mice.
this is dead
Deer mice, people. Deer mice. Wow, listen.
Transmission. So if you get Hantavirus, you're not passing it on to somebody else if you have this strain. Different than
people?
the
Hold on here, man. Go back a little bit. You have to pay attention. Like I say, they're schooling the people now so they can be scared of They have to give them the scariness out of this supposed virus, people. They have to tell you what it can do to you, what it can do, how it operates in your body, show you a sign, show you an image and everything to scare you before they make it a pandemic.
The Southwest spread by deer mice. And again, this is dead-end transmission. So if you get Hantavirus, you're not passing it on to somebody else if you have...
Do not pass it around to somebody else. Wow.
Different than the Andy strain. So it's important that people just separate the two. We're talking about Hantavirus, but two...
How we gonna separate the two? How do we know which one we have if we have it? How we gonna know which one we have if it's the Andy or the North American strain? This is stupidity. But listen.
Different scenarios. If Andy strain, you need to be worried about Andy strain if you were on that cruise ship or if you were in close contact with someone
so only if you was on the cruise ship or come in close contact with somebody on the cruise ship, you're gonna get the Andy variant. It only on that ship, people. That fake boat that they tell you is at sea stranded with these victims. It's fakery. It's not real, people. So that's the only place the Andy string at. That's the only place the Andy string at where the breakout happened. So this person in Illinois contact the virus directly from a rat. Take a listen.
Exposed. But for everyone else, just pay attention to any rodent droppings you might come in contact with and wear protective gear if you have to.
So
yes, pay attention to the supposed rodent droppings and wear protective gear. What a joke for the masses. Is this real, people? Wear protected gear. Listen.
At that point, let's go back now to the cruise ship passengers being monitored and the other people who had close contact with the cruise ship passenger. Where does that stand?
Yeah, right now health officials are in that tracing. They're essentially expanding this wider and wider. Health officials are doing in-depth interviews with the passengers to map out who they had close contact with.
What a joke,
we're reporting right now, ABC News, that some people who were never on that ship, they're actually being monitored right now.
See that, people? Some people that wasn't on the ship even being monitored right now. Watch it, 36 people. You see that right there? Mark of the beast. That's the system they're implementing. right now. It involves caring you about virus and everything. Listen.
Possible exposures during travel. Now, for those U.S. passengers, here are the numbers right now. 16 are at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. 15 are in that quarantine unit. One person tested positive is in that biocontainment unit.
Wow.
And those 2 other Americans, one who were showing symptoms, that couple, they've been sent to Atlanta for further assessment and care. And the plan right now for all
So they're showing symptoms. Did they test positive? They don't make any sense, people. But it's just gonna be this fake breakout of Hantavirus and the masses move.
Global health leaders are warning the number of Hantavirus cases could rise after the deadly outbreak on a cruise ship.
See, after they tell you, don't worry about it, people. After they tell you it's not gonna be a breakout, now watch them slowly taking it back. The first sign of showing you that they're gonna make it a breakout, they're just fucking around with you. With them telling you the person in Illinois have no connection to the boat, but it have the Hantavirus. What is the Hantavirus doing in Illinois? And it don't connect to that breakout on the ship. Okay, that shows you that they're gonna bring the virus out as an outbreak. Listen.
And an American is among the positive cases.
Listen.
At least 18 people
18
are
is
here
according.
under strict monitoring. 16 of them in Omaha, Nebraska. CBS News correspondent Ian Lee is there now with the latest on all of this. Ian, good morning. What's the status of the folks at this facility?
Good morning, Errol. We got some good news. All the people that are quarantined at this hospital here in Nebraska show no symptoms and are in good spirits according to hospital.
Did you do a test on them? Because it's funnier you keep mentioning some is asymptomatic and some test positive. What does that mean? You mean that you don't test everybody? Wow, people, this is bullshit for the public. Listen.
And that includes the one person in the biocontainment unit who previously tested positive for the virus.
Okay. It's only one, so they have to test him.
And
look, people.
Fridge. 15 Americans are in rooms like this at the University of Nebraska Medical Center as they continue
look, people, they go the testing right there. Look like a pregnancy test. He holding in the hand right there. Pay attention.
Monitored for signs of Hantavirus.
Wow.
Every day we do twice a day symptom check and temperature check.
As of this morning, none are showing any symptoms. The one American who tested.
You testing the? Oh my God! Why mention symptoms if they tested negative? Why mention symptoms if they test negative? I don't get it, people. You separate some and say they tested positive, and then you separate some and talking about the asymptomatic. What's going on, man? Wow.
Positive on the boat is being held in a biocontainment unit while the hospital conducts their own tests.
It makes
so
no
far,
sense,
he's
people.
not showing Hantavirus symptoms.
Yeah, it's a little
so
weird.
What do you mean the symptom? Does he have the virus? You have the thing to test for it, man. Why are you playing with the people? If you can test him, why you worry about symptoms? Just test him to see if he had the virus. And if you test them and they have no virus and they have no symptoms, they go home. I don't get it, people. You have no virus. Okay, you test negative. Why are we even looking for symptoms? Why are we even looking for symptoms if you test negative? You test negative, you don't have the virus, you can go. I don't understand, people. This is bullshit. Take a listen.
In here by myself, but the nurses come in, the doctors come in. I'm on WhatsApp.
This is one of them that's on the quarantine right there, people. One of them that's on watch. Wow, all these old peoples. Pay attention.
All the time. It's really amazing how quickly time flies.
And while all American passengers appear stable, global health officials are encouraging world leaders to prepare for more Hantavirus cases coming.
You hear that, people? How did they tell you it's not gonna be a breakup, but they're telling all these countries to prepare? You know what prepare mean? To set it up, people, just like they did with the COVID. To set it up and call out these cases in their countries. So yes, you can put to the number for the breakout. That's what they're telling them right there to do. What they're telling them, to look out for the virus? No, they're telling them to pretend like the virus is also in their country. It's incentive and everything involved in it from the world government. Listen.
From the MV Hondius.
Given the long incubation period of the virus, it's possible we might see more cases in the coming weeks.
And the same guy who tell you it's not a COVID breakout, now he come to tell you that you're going to start seeing more cases in the coming weeks. The same people. What did I tell you? As soon as they say it, it's only a matter of time before they go back on their word. That's what they do. Remember, it's all scripted. They know what they're doing, people, is to kind of give you a sense of calm before they hit you with the storm. This is how they do it. Listen.
Including the 3 deaths of passengers who were on board the cruise ship. There are 11 suspected cases. 9 of those are confirmed.
And they have 9
the latest
again,
confirmed case is in Spain, where a cruise passenger is being quarantined in a Madrid military hospital.
Listen, a military hospital. Why do they have to be in a military hospital? Listen.
A French woman is critically ill and on a life support device with an artificial lung.
Okay, an artificial lung, people. They have to give the one in France right there. An artificial lung. That person already dead. So you're telling us that it's that virus that they contract on the boat a couple weeks ago already give her an artificial lung, people? Is that for real? Go back again. Listen.
Where a cruise passenger is being quarantined in a Madrid military hospital. Meanwhile, in Paris, a French woman is critically ill and on a life support device with an artificial lung.
So you have a life support device with an artificial lung? That's the only way you can stay alive with this Hantavirus? Wow, listen.
They're testing positive for a severe case of Hantavirus.
Wow.
Doctors say it is, quote, the final stage of supportive care.
The final stage of supported care. Now, people, I ain't going no more in these cases. But you get my picture. You get the picture I'm showing you right here? Okay, they're only telling you that it's not gonna be a breakout. But what they're showing you is completely different. Now they're showing you the whole wide world now is on some kind of alert about this Hantavirus. Yes, they're gonna school you. Then they're gonna make it into a pandemic 100% in. Another mag, bam, I'm gone.